I've realized the relationship a lot of people have with their fireplace is an emotional connection. The fireplace is a focal point, so everyone's there around it hanging out. It's festive, it's relaxing, it's enjoyment, it's very emotional, and we want to keep it going.
There were no resources in those early days to go and learn anything. Everybody was learning on the fly. Nobody really knew what they were doing. It was totally the Wild West.
The CSIA came in and they wanted to start a national credential for our industry, an organization that primarily focused on educating those that were within our industry, right? Because at the time, they identified that there was a huge need to increase the amount of education.
I think the main thing that the CSIA was looking for when they developed the system, they wanted to go and have a standard that we would go from, because when we started cleaning chimneys in the 70s and 80s, when all of a sudden the boom came in, there wasn't really a standard that we had. With CSIA coming in, they wanted to try and make a standard that people knew, okay, here's the inspections, here's codes, these are the things that we want to try and bring in so you have an understanding of what goes on.
Okay guys, so this is the prior structure here. This is one of our primary training structures, and we'll be using this more throughout the week, but I just want to introduce it to you today. What we'll be doing is we're actually going to be doing inspections on this. This system is designed specifically to help us with the inspection process.
The CSI is, ever since their formation, we have developed the education, what folks need to know. But in recent years, what happened is we realized that we need to up our game, because time moves on. We've learned things, we know things we didn't used to know. So what we did is we reached out and we hired a firm to help us develop our manual and our testing and our education. So as we developed our new manual and new testing, the first step was to do a survey. So we sent it out to everybody in the industry that we had contact with and said, what do you need to do to be a successful chimney technician? What should you know? We had a group of subject matter experts, basically folks who've been in the industry a long time, leaders in the industry, look at that, and they formulated that information into a plan.
Yes, most of the instructions for most of the manufacturers, when you have a storm caller, is going to ask you to put it.
After we had that manual written, went through extensive review, then we developed a test. We do a 100-question closed exam based on our Chimney and Venting Essentials manual. So then we have a 30-question open book exam on the International Residential Code. The 30-question open book section is not necessarily that you have to memorize anything. What we're testing is, do you have the ability to go out and find the information you need? Because nobody ever is going to know everything.
So that's what a chimney fire looks like. They're not all that serious. Depends on how much creosote's in there. But that's not not uncommon. That can happen.
For the Academy, we have people who've been in the industry for a long period of time. Somebody that's proven over the years that they value education. They're folks we know. There's people we've seen their work. For example, we've got an academy going on right now. I've been teaching some of that class, and there's 3 other instructors in the room. 2 instructors in there with 40 years experience and 1 with 15.
So once I think I have that smoke chamber fairly clean, I'm going to reverse my drill. And I'm going to spin it the other way. Because what that's going to do is it's going to get me in the corners that I didn't get with the one direction.
When CSIA came in and made that certified chimney sweep badge, that meant you went the extra step. You learn about that chimney. You understand the chimney. Now, as you get your certifications, there's other certifications that you can go through. You know, the CSIA Certified Chimney Sweep is the lowest certification that you have with the organization. That's kind of your start point. Then you have your Certified Chimney Specialist, and then you can move up to the Master Certified Sweep.
To get the chimney specialist, it's a minimum of 3 years certified. In order to be a master, you have to have been certified for 9 years consecutively. We also have a provision for the master if you've been certified for a total of 18 years in your life. And here's something we've done. We feel so strongly about continuing education that once you achieve the specialist certification or the master certification, you can no longer retest. You have to have taken 48 hours of education to maintain a specialist or master certification.
You can pour a new crown and put a cover on top, or you can cover that with a non-combustible board like Durock or Hardy Backer board, and then put a chase cover right over the top of it. It's waterproof, it's non-combustible, it's an excellent solution. Thank you. Good question.
More and more homeowners and other entities in the country that we deal with are recognizing that, CSIA is the leader. You're getting someone who's educated. You're getting someone who's got, some morals and standards about what they're doing.
Someone who's wearing that badge, they've earned it. It wasn't given to them, they have earned it. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes dedication to your craft.
I think it boils down to we care about people. We want everybody to have a safe home. That's our goal. And the reality is, we're in the business of putting fire in somebody's living room. That's the business we're in, putting fire in your house. That's generally a bad idea. There's no such thing as a safe fire, but we want to make that as safe as we can.